listening to the Pupa Zone. Big government, leave us alone.
Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? Hello!
Oh, hello.
Hello and welcome,
Hello.
paisanos. The wait is finally over.
Hello.
We're here! Me and my brother. We finally started at the Pupa Zone, our podcast. Literally the only podcast that takes place in a pod. That's right, live from my pupa. Hello, friends. We are finally here to discuss all the important issues that are facing you, that are facing me, that are facing members of this society. And you know what? We're gonna shine a spotlight on the dirty underbelly of society. Listen, I'm a bug. I look up most of my life. I've been looking up at some dirty underbellies my entire life. It's time for you to know about the truth that hangs underneath in the undergrowth. And I'm the one that's going to tell you. Me and my brother, Louie G. How are you doing today, my brother? Introduce yourself to the audience.
Hello. Mario, I don't see anyone. Hello? Who's out there?
Oh, you can't actually, see them, Luigi, you can't. You can't see them. They're not here.
Oh, okay,
They're out
Mario.
there listening to us using, waves.
Oh, okay.
Waves in the air. Speaking of waves in the air, we got to give a shout out to Soup,
Oh,
our
hello.
fly friend, our producer, who is running things in the background.
Hi there.
Between Luigi, Soup, and me, we worked our butts off to make this show. We better be appreciated. But you know what? More than appreciation, I want to give a big thanks, of course, to our sponsor. That's right. Every episode of the Pupa Zone has a sponsor. And this, our first, most important episode. What's our sponsor, Soup?
Oh, we haven't got one. No, we don't have one for that. No, sorry.
What do you
Sorry, my
mean?
friend.
What are you talking about? Yeah, we've been playing the show for half a year.
Mario,
We don't have a sponsor for the first episode.
Mario, I'll sponsor the episode.
What do I need from you? You can't sponsor the episode. You have no money.
Oh.
We want money so we can make the Pupa Zone
Oh, right. I'm sorry,
even bigger,
Mario.
even better.
I don't got money,
Oh, whatever. We
I don't
don't
have
no
any money.
sponsor
Oh.
this time. If you are listening to this podcast and you want to sponsor the Pupa Zone, send us an email, thepupazone@gmail.com. thepupazone@gmail.com. Send us an email, name a price, tell us what you want us to sell. We want money. Let's go. Money makes the world go round. Isn't that right, my brother?
I guess so, Mario. Whatever you say, Mario.
Now, as this is the first Pupa Zone episode, allow me to enlighten you as to the format of each of one of our podcasts. First, we shout out the sponsor. Then we tackle a big issue or topic for the day. We've got one lined up. It's a real dinger. It's a ding-dang, dingle, ring-a-dinger.
ding-a-ding,
You'll love it.
ding-dong.
And then finally, we end the day
Ding-dong.
with stuff from the fans. I don't know how we have fan mail for the first
Emails,
episode.
yeah.
Doesn't make any sense, but we do. I've been told we do.
Yes, we
So
do,
we're going to be
yes.
going over fan stuff at the end. And that's an episode. That's what we do. So without further delay, let's head to today's topic. Today's topic, it's about observation. Observation for a bug is like the very essence of survival. I see some stupid bugs, they're flying in the windows, bam, bam, just flying in there. I see dummy bugs running in circles. I can't find my way home. I see bugs running underneath people's feet as they get stepped on. Idiots! If you want to live in this world, you gotta be observant. I am 100% on all the time. I see everything. And because of my powers of observation, I am able to discern patterns from our reality that I can interpret and understand more than, the average peon, more than anyone else. For example, Luigi, I can see you're quite nervous right now. I can observe that with my eyes.
I'm a little scared, Mario. I don't want to say anything stupid. I say some stupid things all the time.
Don't worry, Louis. That's the point of the show. I'm gonna learn you how to think like me. I'm gonna learn you how. And observation. I will be your eyes. I will be your brain, my brother. Don't you worry about. I'm gonna be all of your brain. So observation. patterns that only people observant as me can see. Let me ask you all a very basic question. Are there a lot of birds out there?
Oh yeah.
Do you see a lot of birds out there?
Oh yeah, I see a lot of birds.
Oh yeah, I see quite a lot of birds out
Now,
there as well.
here's
Yeah.
something that I've, picked up on with my, I've had my antennas out for a while now, and, the media isn't talking about this. With so many birds everywhere, clouding the sky, when they don't, where do the bodies go when they die? That's what I want to get to here. But so many birds probably dying, all the time. Where are the bodies? When's the last time you saw a dead bird? Oh, I saw a dead bird last week, you might say. What, one dead bird? You see how many birds are up in the sky? The ground should be littered with dead birds. Am I right? And let me tell you this. If there's anyone that's gonna know about there being a dead bird around, it's gonna be a bug. Am I right, fellas?
Yeah.
Now, when an animal dies, us bugs are some of the first people they hear about. It's all we ever talk about. Hey, Luigi, remember that squirrel that got hit by, the cow over by the house over there the other day?
yeah, everyone was talking about it, Mario. Flatter than a fusilli, am I right?
We've got the resident expert in, dead carcasses here. Soup, who is actually a fly. Not to be a stereotype, but most flies are all about that kind of lifestyle.
Oh, I don't deny it, no. Me and my friends went over to that party right when it was ripe and available, and we were climbing all over it. Hey, what can I say?
Yeah.
It's just the way life goes for us sometimes, eh?
I understand your lifestyle choices. I personally don't eat shit, but maybe if I gave it a try, Anyway, so as someone who enjoys their fine dining in the recently deceased, you must have noticed there aren't a lot of dead birds around. Haven't you noticed this?
Well, now that you mention it, it's a little bit strange. You'd think there'd be more birds. There's birds in the sky everywhere, but there's not a lot of dead one side.
I know, but we have to know about, a bird. A bird would kill us in a second if it could. Birds are murderous creatures.
I like birds. They're pretty, Mario. I like them. They're pretty. They sound nice.
Luigi, if a bird had an opportunity, it would kill you and everyone you love.
I love you, Mario.
Oh, I love you too, Luigi. All right. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got my papers here. I've been keeping count of all the birds that I come across here. I've been keeping the data, how many birds I observed, how many birds that are dead, and there's a shocking discrepancy that no other animal has. And I'm here to report this to you. And even more than that, I'm here to tell you why. You're probably wondering why. Why are there no dead birds? And I have an answer, a real answer for you. But really, the answer is not rocket science. Luigi, let me ask you this. If there's no dead birds here, where are the dead birds?
Well, maybe they die
Yes!
somewhere else. They don't die here.
You're right.
There's no bodies.
Yes, that is it. Now, what do we know about birds? The most important thing to understand about a bird is that birds migrate. When it becomes, as we've been told, too cold, a bird will gather up his friends and they'll fly up to some place down in Florida, as we've been told. What is even more impressive is that these birds don't have to ask for directions. They are born with an innate ability to detect a direction and fly towards it. Their migratory path has been programmed into their brains when they're born. Now, a lot of you might look into the sky and see a delightful pattern of birds and say to yourself, so long, my friends, until I see you in spring, my beautiful bird friends. But now let me ask you this. If these birds are migrating, where are they migrating to? South, south, south. That's all we ever hear. But my question to you, my listeners, and to my brother, have you ever been south? Do you know where these birds go? Have you seen the birds arrive down south and they're like, the way to tweet, I'm happy holidays for me. We just hear it. We've never seen it. We've never verified it. Evidence, evidence, evidence. We need to be able to see with our own eyes. But if we can't see with our own eyes, then we have all these people telling us what to believe. What I'm telling you to believe is to not believe these people that tell you what to believe. It's important to think for yourself, to step outside your shell and realize you're being pointed in a direction that is not south. It's not south. There's no birds there. I bet if you ask people who had birds down south, they'd say the birds flying north for the summer. It wouldn't make any sense. Where are they flying? The middle ground. Where's the middle ground between north and south? Washington. They're flying to Washington. The birds have been spying on us. I want you to look at a bird and look at the way it moves. Look at the way it blinks. It's not of this world. It is a biological mechanism designed to observe. Birds of a feather flock together, and birds are also creeps who like to watch you sleep. We are so worried about observation. We're so worried about cameras. Oh, don't record me with your cell phone. I don't want to be watched. When really, you are being watched by an armada of disposable biological devices. And when they run out their usefulness, they fly back to Washington. They let them die. They kill them off. They eat them. I don't know. But then they replace them with a fresh batch. And that new batch is what migrates back to us. Every time we've got birds in the sky flying over us, it's a fresh batch. They are young. They're virile. They're not ready to fall over dead. That's why there's no dead birds. And you might argue to me, okay, I've seen one or two dead birds, and they certainly were filled with computer chips and all this dingle-dangle that you're talking about, Maury O, but let me tell you this much. It's not about chips. It's about biology. You know what the smartest animal next to like a human and a monkey and a pupa?
Is it a bean?
It's a bird. Birds are smart. Birds can be taught. Birds can learn. Birds can count. They're watching you and they're gathering information. Now I know we're going to get probably some comments that are going to say, oh, but Maury O, a conspiracy of this scale, it's impossible. The government wouldn't do something. It's in the papers. It's in the paperwork. I've been researching this, and you can't deny the data. Data speaks for itself. And that's what's most important, is that the government doesn't want you to know there's a war going on. A war for the control of the very essence of our being, the very ideological basis for our existence. There are two factions hard at war, and they want your unequivocal support, or they will wipe you off the face of the earth. And my brother, I know you know who I'm talking about.
The Canadians?
No! What? I'm talking about humans and lizards. Humans and lizards have been the two sides of the coin of the earth for as long as history has been around. They have been at war. They've been fighting each other. And you and me and our bug brethren, we are caught in the crossfire, as we always have been. No one cares about us. My brother, no one cares. But that's our advantage. They underestimate us. 1 million years ago, giant lizards, dinosaurs, they ruled this earth. But they were wiped out in a giant magnet storm. But now we know they survived and they evolved. That's the part. Humans have let their guard down. The reptiles have become warm-blooded. They have become birds. They have become people. They have become bugs. If there's one sect of society that wants to see everything crumble, the economy, our morals, it is the lizard people. They have undermined us at every possible turn. We could be living in a utopian society, but we have been undermined. Our perfect, brilliant future has been ripped from us. We need to recognize the people in society who are undercover, and their objective is to undermine us, and we need to make sure they are put away wherever. But, the lizards have a lot of allies. Biological codependence has been an aspect of nature as long as nature has been around. People look out for each other. Species look out for each other. Birds are looking out for the lizard people. So as long as there are birds watching you, you know the lizard threat has not been eliminated. Now, this is just a diagnosis. This is not a cure. I have simply diagnosed the threat. I have identified the root cause. Now it is up to you, my listeners and my brother, to become more aware and observant of the threats that are facing you and your families. We must be vigilant. Vigilance is the apex of observation. It is when you are observing not only for yourself, but for your family and for your country. We must observe and we must protect. And more than anything else, we must be vigilant against the lizard people in government. Not all of them are lizard people. Some of them are just, apes. But they're trying to control our thoughts. You need to be vigilant. You need to block out information. Block it all out. Don't let it get in your head. If you're thinking it, you're onto something. You can only trust your own thoughts, and you guys can trust my thoughts, because I am looking out for you. I am observing for you. I will be vigilant for you. Pupa Zone, Episode 1. Where are all the dead birds? They are being recycled in a facility in the United States. They're coming back fresh, and they are watching you because lizard people in the government want to watch you too.
Wow, oh my.
Jesus Christ, eh?
That's a lot to process, Mario. I'll have to think about that one.
Don't worry about it, my brother. I will repeat it to you tomorrow at breakfast. So we've covered the topic for today. And if you thought that topic was interesting, that is just the tip of the hat. There is plenty more where that came from. And I will be covering many more incredible topics in future Pupa Zone episodes. All right, now finally, we come to the final portion of our episode. Louie G, can you do an introduction, please?
Okay. Oh, it's the mail sack. We've got letters from people that listen to our... But that we haven't had an episode, Mario. I don't understand how they send us letters.
Don't worry about it. Listen, our reputation probably precedes us one way or another. Let's open up some of these letters and let's hear what our fans have to say to us.
All right, our first letter comes from Aaron, who writes us, "Hey, Mario, I can't help but wonder if our cells completely regenerate over 7 years. Are we even the same person? Who am I?" asks Aaron. Thank you, Aaron.
Okay, I'm assuming Aaron is a human, and every 7 years his cells replace themselves, so he's basically an entirely new person every 7 years. Aaron, the truth is you can't be trusted. People like you who live longer than 7 years can't be trusted. You need to rely on people who don't live that long. I am a larva. I will hopefully... Fingers crossed, am I right, Luigi?
Yeah.
I will become a butterfly.
Yeah, me too.
But currently, I'm only a couple months old. I'm not that old. I'm not going to become 7 years. I am myself. Trust people who are themselves. Don't trust someone who can shapeshift into someone new every 7 years.
Yeah.
Next question.
I've got a fun one here. Eli writes, "Hey, I'm Eli from Wisconsin. I've got a question for Mario. There are bug-related sayings like the bee's knees. Do you think there should be a pupa-related one?
I like it.
And what would your pupa-related saying be?" Well, thank you, Eli. Thanks for writing in.
Now, Eli, what I want you to be careful of is sayings. Sayings. Who says these sayings? These are things that have been put in your head. You're going to be repeating. You don't understand the root. You're just a parrot. Quack, quack, quack. I'm Eli. No, that's not how it is. I don't believe in sayings. I think sayings were created with an intended purpose to make us think something someone else wants us to think. That's why if there's a saying associated with the pupa, I don't want any words. I think we need to have more sayings that are about emotions, that are about sounds. That's what a saying is. It's making noise. So here's my pupa sound. It's it's the sound of disgust. Because everything tastes bitter to me. It tastes disgusting. And if you start to pay attention with with your mouth and with your taste buds. You have to use your think buds too. You'll start to notice the foul stenches everywhere, and we must be vigilant. Eli, stop repeating everything like a parrot. You make noise like a pupa
right.
instead. Next question.
I'm going to apologize in advance, Mario, but I know this question is going to get you riled up. But it comes from our friend Ian here. Our friend Ian, he says, my silk clothes have ripped. They were so smooth. Should I buy a new pair or perhaps 2 more pairs? And, since it's the first episode, I think you could maybe shine a light on this thing that it's been bothering you for quite some time.
Listen, let me make something abundantly clear to you, Ian, and people like you. Do I ever go into your home and suck the spit out of your mouth? Do I take your skin and turn it into a suit? I do not. You want to know why? Because I'm someone with dignity. I'm someone that respects human life. Silk is made from pupas. I live in it's my home. You want to take my home and turn it into a pair of pants? You're probably too fat though anyway. It's not high school anymore, Ian. No, it's not right. What? How dare you? How dare you even begin to consider wearing something so heinous? Do not wear silk. Silk is horrible. Wear something like leather. I don't know, something else. It don't matter to me. But you leave the pupas out of this. No more this silk talk. Now you listen to me. I want you to filter out the silk emails. I don't want to hear about it anymore. You understand me? You're scaring my brother. Luigi, it's okay. Don't be so scared. It's okay.
Take it away, Mario.
All right, no more questions. I think we're done for today. Now you've gone and made him upset. You know what, Soup? You're no help. You understand? You're no help. He's sensitive. All right, you want to send us a letter? You want to send us record a message? You want to send us a picture? Send it to thepupazone@gmail.com. thepupazone@gmail.com. Maybe we'll read it. Maybe we won't. Give us some of your insights. I will answer your questions. From all of us here, thank you so much for listening.
You.
This has been our first episode. We've only scraped the bottom of the barrel. I've got more things to tell you. I tune in next time for a brand new episode. If you've had your brain open, then leave a comment in below or leave an upvote. I don't know what website we're putting this on. Soup's taking care of that. Leave a friend zone, and we'll catch you on the next time. I'm signing up here from the Pupa Zone. It's me, Maury O, and my brother Louie G.
Oh, goodbye.
And of course, Soup, our fly friend.
Pleasure.
And we'll see you another time, my slimy friends. Put the goo back in you, my friends. Take care. Goodbye. So long.